Yeah, absolutely. I expect that to be a conversation we have. I think it's been a very much a thought-provoking few weeks for everyone, and certainly for me, it's made me do a lot of thinking, and I think we definitely will have conversations about um, what we can do as players to make a stand. Definitely.
Thinking about.
Um, well, firstly, I think it's something that is obviously it's um, something I think as players and as a game, we need to be more active. Certainly, um, I feel like it's made me think about I thought, have I experienced racism on the cricket field? Um, and I couldn't remember any instances. I know Jofra recently. I wasn't there in New Zealand when he um, was racially abused in New Zealand. Um, but it made me think, but also it made me think that have I just turned a blind eye to things? Have I not? Have I thought it's not? It's. I'll try and support my teammates if they do uh, suffer any sort of abuse, but have I actually been active in supporting them and things like that? So I think that's really what I've been thinking about is can myself and the team be more active in really what's the word? Basically, just I think the game in general as well. I saw the stat that George put on. There's one black player I think that's come through the state system in county cricket, and that's not okay. So I think again as a game we need to actively make this game for everyone. It's got to be it can't keep going the way it is. That's just not okay. So that's the sort of thing that I've been thinking about really, and is there more I can do as a player to help the situation really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great for the game. It's brilliant that we're closing in on getting some Test cricket played after a decent layoff. And yeah, certainly from our point of view, we're very grateful that the West Indies are coming over here. Obviously, with what's going on in the world, it can be, I imagine, a scary decision for a lot of them, for all of them to make the journey over. So we're hugely grateful. Yeah, I'm fine. Really, really good actually at the minute. Training's been going well. I managed to tick over quite well during lockdown. I luckily got enough space to sort of fit half my run up in on my drive. So I've been ticking over with my bowling. So when I came back to training with Lancashire, it's not been sort of I've not been going in cold. I've been sort of ticking over. So yeah, it felt like I hit the ground running pretty well. So I've been enjoying it, enjoying being back. Obviously, there are concerns about that we're not going to have had any competitive cricket before that first Test match. Then we've got 3 Test matches in quick succession. So that there obviously are things that we need to look at ahead of that, in terms of workloads and whether we play all 3 as bowlers, whether we rotate and things like that. I'm sure the medical staff and the coaches are doing the due diligence on that. So yeah, that's something that we'll have to look at in a few weeks' time. But at the minute, I'm enjoying myself, enjoying being back, and feeling really good. Well, it could be a short summer for me if it doesn't. Yeah, I think it's going to be unusual, but we've been using this sort of few um, last few weeks trying to get used to not, for me, it's a natural habit to put saliva on the ball. So it's been interesting trying to stop myself doing that. Fortunately in Manchester we get quite a lot of rain, so I've been able to shine the ball on the grass, get some moisture on it that way. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think the fact that, as far as I'm aware, we can use sweat. So that's something at least, and I think it'll be enough to, at least just polish the ball enough for it to do something through the air. And it's not. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a huge deal for the players. I think we'll manage to be able to repair the ball well enough for it to swing. It's not a case of proving myself to anyone else. I think, when I played those 2 Test matches in South Africa, it's almost proving it to yourself that you can still do it. And getting 5 wickets at Cape Town, I think that helped me. If there are ever any doubts that creep in about, retirement or whatever else, I think that just it certainly told me that I was able to keep going. I am able to perform at the top level, and I think that's really important for me at this stage of my career. As long as I can prove to myself that I'm good enough to keep playing, good enough to keep my place in the team, then I will keep going, and I'll keep working hard on my fitness. Obviously, like you say, the last year has been frustrating for me, but before that, my injury record was pretty good. So I'm hoping that it was just a sort of a dodgy 12 months, and hopefully my body's in a good place now to be able to cope with whatever's to come in the next few months.
From your experience?
Well, I appreciate you calling me a fast bowling all-rounder there. I think, Ben's been the vice captain for a while. I know he had a little break from it, but he's been vice captain for a decent time now. And I think he's grown and grown with that responsibility. And in the dressing room, he's really got a presence. He's got the respect of the team. And I'd fully expect him to do a great job. He's as I said, been vice captain. The natural thing to do is for the vice captain to step up if the captain's unavailable. So I wouldn't see, certainly from my point of view, any issue in that. And as I said, he's grown and grown in his responsibility and in that, on that side of things. And I think he'd do it. Yeah, I think he'd do a great job.
And
Oh.